We are delighted to have been nominated for the 2020 Community Business Diversity and Inclusion Best Practices Award, recognizing the efforts of Credit Suisse towards the advancement of women within our organization in India. We would like to share two of the initiatives that we are most proud of.
RISE is one such program targeted at junior female talent and focused on developing skills like self-awareness, confidence, and executive communication. Project Greenlight is second such program for mid-level managers and focused on strategic thinking, leading with empathy, and effective decision-making.
The structured female talent development initiatives at the junior and middle levels have encouraged and fostered female talent and progression, resulting in an increased representation of women across levels within Credit Suisse India.
Our aim is to create a truly inclusive culture that engages a diverse workforce, stimulating creative thinking and innovation.
It looked at all aspects of my work and personality and how others perceive me, etc. It helped me modulate my behavior. It helped me kind of identify what causes stress in me and how to manage it. It helps you move forward.
This training enables them to think what are the good qualities, what they have, and how they can actually refine them.
Conversation that allow you to unlock specific challenges that you have became especially relevant when we think of the issues that women have in the workplace.
By attending this session, it has made me to become a better parent. It has also helped me on the office front to be more productive.
Let's win for Intel.
Let's win for Intel.
Let's win for Intel.
The SAP Early Talent Ambassador Network India is delighted to be the finalist for Community Business Employee Network Award 2020. This gives us the opportunity to share our best practices with the industry that have not only helped us create the multi-generational workforce of the future, but also align with the business strategies to induce a more collaborative environment that runs on the mantra, inclusion for all.
Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later, the person who wins is the person who thinks he can. I am Leslie. I was a trainer in the IT domain when I met a senior leader. He helped me recognize my true potential and encouraged me to join Accenture. That was my turning point.
Hi, I'm Mansi and I believe in living my life to the fullest. Accenture looked beyond my disability and I was offered a role completely based on my capabilities.
I am Etisha. At the age of 18, I was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. I came to know about Accenture's 6-month inclusive internship program. The program gave me a good understanding of corporate culture and taught me business etiquette. After the completion of the program, I was offered a role at Accenture's global mobility team, and here I am.
Hi, I'm Shreya Oberoi and I represent Sodexo Services India. Our Abilities in Everyone is a comprehensive program that builds an ecosystem to include and develop people with disabilities. It starts with leadership commitment, which guides the way forward and encourages managers to take accountability towards disability inclusion. Due to the nature of our services, our teams operate out of client sites. This positions us uniquely. Therefore, our programs are systematically designed to enable managers in those sites to drive inclusion and retention of persons with disabilities. These include a recruitment process with client-side audits, job mapping, online recruitment portal, guidelines to managers on different disabilities, and available workplace solutions and adjustments, in-house sensitization programs partnered with strong governance and tracking. Our approach also includes partnering with our clients on conferences or roundtables and awareness campaigns on global observances. This holistic approach has so far helped us increase the number of persons with disability recruits in the past year, and the manager testimonials coming out of this program is further validation that we are on the right path. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
The SAP Early Talent Ambassador Network India is delighted to be the finalist for Community Business Employee Network Award 2020. This gives us the opportunity to share our best practices with the industry that have not only helped us create the multi-generational workforce of the future, but also align with the business strategies to induce a more collaborative environment that runs on the mantra, inclusion for all.
We are incredibly proud to join our LGBT plus IBMers to celebrate our inclusive culture through a series of virtual events and activities this year. It is important that we pledge our support and emerge stronger together. As an ally, I commit to treating everyone with mutual respect.
I will listen to the stories of LGBT plus IBMers.
I will not make an assumption on someone's gender identity or sexual orientation.
I will ensure my language is inclusive.
I pledge to make IBM a safe place where all employees can thrive, not despite their differences, but because of it.
I pledge to create safe spaces to speak out.
I pledge to be an upstander in every environment.
I will be equal, say equal, and do equal for all my colleagues.
I pledge to be inclusive of myself and of others.
I will support my colleagues equally.
I will educate myself on the LGBT plus community.
As I have, I encourage all of you to go to your learning and take the ally course. Be an ally.
I will not assume anyone's pronouns. I will ask.
We are Outforce India, the LGBT plus ERG from Salesforce India. We drive and empower gender equality both within and outside of the workplace. With the help of allies, we create an inclusive environment for all sexual orientations and gender identities and ensure that our Ohana can be their full authentic selves every day, everywhere.
Our initiative Queervana focuses on LGBT plus well-being, a major focus of Outforce India, and the Queervana initiative was to drive inclusivity and to create safe space for our employees. We want our employees to freely talk about their experiences and be better allies to the LGBT plus community. We also work to promote allyship among the wider Indian community by driving awareness about the unique health and well-being needs of the queer community.
As Salesforce Outforce, we nominated because we wanted to show how we can do your daily job as well as give back to the society every day. We conducted various events associated with NGOs and for the betterment of the queer community across India. We also wanted to raise awareness among other corporates how you can use their resources and give back to the society.
At Walmart, respect for the individual is our core value, and a critical part of that is to enable our associates to bring their whole selves to work. At Walmart Global Tech India, we take that commitment very seriously. With a range of awareness experiences, focus on hiring and development, inclusive infrastructure and policies, and associate advocacy. Our associate resource group, Pride, has specifically focused on the trans community in India. They have enabled hiring and development, sensitized the workforce, and ensured that the community had a strong voice both internally and externally. This has gone a long way in building an inclusive and diverse workplace and driving increased innovation and high performance.
I'm really glad that Wells Fargo has been nominated for the Community Business D&I Award for the initiatives around our veteran programs. This is one of the programs which we launched at the early part of 2019. It's in sort of line with how we associate with veterans in the community all over the world wherever we do business. And it's a very active chapter. To date, we've seen a lot of success in terms of coming through of veterans that we've hired off different campuses, onboarding them through buddy programs, and they've settled into various roles within Wells Fargo as a bank. I am really proud to say that our numbers have increased quite a lot, and in future years I can see that only increasing. What's important is that we want the veterans to continue to be what they are. So while they make the transition from the career in the services to a corporate career, it's great that we support them. We give them the sort of the necessary technical training and all the inputs that we possibly can give. But at the same time, they come with a very strong set of ethos and beliefs and disciplines, which we don't want to lose actually, and that's what they bring into the organization. So to my message to all veterans has always been that be who you are, don't try to change yourself, and we'll get the best outcome because as an organization, they bring us the diversity that we need. Thank you and wish you all the best for this program.
We figured out a successful model that ensured we had contractual staff for the elasticity that we needed during our high peak season.
With our partnership with B2R, RRD has taken the first steps towards creating a strong and sustainable community that creates business value with social value. Youth who otherwise would have been driving cabs or doing other odd jobs are today mining data for complex research reports, retouching images for high fashion brands, typesetting financial documents for the Fortune 100 companies.
Did you know that there are more clothing lines for dogs than for persons with disabilities? Hi, my name is Natasha Pinto, the co-founder and the global chair of the Definitive Ability Network. I'm delighted to be a finalist for the D&I Champion of Change Awards. I believe we needed to disrupt the way the world perceived disability, and this was possible only through education, raising awareness, and building a more accessible world. From humble beginnings to taking it to over 18,000 employees across the globe, the Definitive Ability Network has come a long way with the mission of building and sustaining an inclusive environment for all our people. I am delighted to have played a pioneering role in ensuring many of these inclusive initiatives came to life. One being the Invisible Disability Movement that was focusing on invisible disabilities, the laying out of the Valuable 500 commitment, focusing again on disabilities, being on the business leadership agenda, and a People Leaders Disability Guide where we were focusing on fixing the system and not our people. I'm committed to making it a more diverse and inclusive world by sustaining these initiatives at Refinitiv and beyond, by ensuring industries come together and share best practices. In the words of author Maya Angelou, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. Thank you and stay safe.
Thank you for naming me as the finalist for the Champion of Change Award. I am Poonam Pooplat, Business Manager in Compliance Team at Credit Suisse India.
I nominated Poonam
for her commitment and hard work towards the Diversity and Inclusion Program at Credit Suisse India. Poonam helped us identify the need of a focused talent development program for building female leadership pipeline in the organization. This led her to conceptualize and establish the very successful RISE program, which has become the cornerstone of our gender diversity strategy.
One of the proudest moments since I joined the Credit Suisse's Diversity and Inclusion Committee is seeing the RISE program grow from a pilot to a flagship program for CS India, focusing on advancement of women. I'm happy to have not only benefited from the program, but also helped more than 160 women in Credit Suisse build their leadership skills and self-confidence in the process.
Poonam now invests much of her time in expanding the scope of diversity and inclusion in the bank beyond gender, such as working on sensitization programs, helping the LGBTQ plus communities and the open networks, and launching persons with disabilities initiatives, which she's passionate about.
Thank you for the recognition once again, and all the best to the other finalists.
Hi, I'm Vishakha Datta and I lead Inclusion and Diversity in India for Publicis Sapient. My journey in inclusion and diversity started in a talent acquisition role in 2006. I have led strategic efforts in HR, culture, inclusion and diversity for over 15 years. To foster a diverse and equitable work environment in India, the Inclusion and Diversity team identified 3 key stakeholders in this process of evolution and change: the people teams, the leadership, and the people managers. This year, we have done some very high impact programs for the people teams and the leadership. We structured our BRGs to include women career advancement and growth in Viva Women, mental health, caregivers, people with disability, the Pride chapter, and also generational diversity. We celebrated March 2020 as the Diversity Celebration Month, and in spite of the COVID situation, we had a massively successful program. We have sessions for leadership building capability for our women colleagues. A format to provide inspiration and ideas is a heart-to-heart conversation with women leaders. The India Leadership Academy has a critical curriculum called the Transformation Leadership Program for our directors and senior directors. One day of this program was dedicated to learning about the LGBTQI community, and we hear their stories. The participants had an immensely personal experience when they interacted very closely with the trans community. The Pride BRG hosted a panel discussion with the global chapter of Out in Tech. We hosted prominent organizations in India who came and spoke about how to make our workplace policies more inclusive. It has been truly rewarding to witness that these consistent efforts have brought about a social and structural change in the organization. I truly believe that change is a collective effort, and I look forward to being a part of this continued momentum of change.
Hi, my name is Vihan Pitambar, and I've been chosen as one of the finalists in the Champion of Change category for the 2020 Community Business D&I in India Best Practice Awards. In the corporate world, I'm part of the Diversity and Inclusion team in Goldman Sachs Bengaluru. And to the rest of the world, I'm an LGBT plus advocate who serves on the boards of various organizations that work to empower the community. As a person of trans experience and a visible spokesperson from the LGBT plus community, I constantly strive to leverage my experiences and networks to inform broader strategies and programs that further the firm's diversity and inclusion initiatives. From co-founding the first community-based organization for trans-masculine persons in Kerala to working with the government to implement the state's transgender policy, I have led various interventions for the LGBT plus community on the ground. Something that I'm proud of was being able to lead the Disability Interest Forum Champions Initiative for Goldman Sachs Bengaluru, which gave me the opportunity to partner with various senior leaders in the firm to raise the profile of disability inclusion in the workplace. My focus is on creating an impact in the firm and in broader society by serving as a bridge between advocacy and D&I efforts in India.
Hi everybody, I'm Sheena Mori, and I'm a global executive at Dell Digital and an APJ CIO leader for Dell Technologies. I'm responsible for the sales service support engineering at Dell. It's an absolute honor to have been nominated as a finalist for the D&I Business Leader category by Community Business. At Dell, diversity and inclusion is in our DNA. More than what we do, it is who we are. It is therefore an absolute pleasure and delight to share the work that we do to create an inclusive community, not just a workforce or a workplace, but a community. Several of our employee resource groups ensure that we keep the community within Dell and externally active and vibrant and resonating. I myself play the role of a chairperson for two such ERGs, Women in Action and Family Balance, and therefore love to leverage every possible opportunity to help develop, cultivate, nurture a diverse, empowered workforce. It is really my personal ambition to enable a conscious effort towards mitigating unconscious bias and fostering an inclusive environment. As a leader and as an influencer, my goal is to build a future workforce and community that champions equality, values culture, and celebrates inclusiveness. Nurturing a diverse and inclusive culture is a key to how we will unlock our innovative spirit both today and in the future. The future will definitely demand far more inclusion than what we have today. It is therefore my personal request. Let's encourage everyone to put in that effort to help us create a community that is diverse, inclusive, respectful, and equal. Together, we can do it. Stay safe, stay inclusive. Thank you.
I'm honored to be chosen as a finalist for the Community Business Diversity and Inclusion Award. Diversity and inclusion are no longer a nice badge to have. These are business imperatives that are relevant for competing in this digital economy. Having a very diverse pool of talent is not just sufficient unless we build a culture of inclusivity. Now that is why diversity and inclusion need to go hand in hand with each other to meet exactly that purpose. Organizations that understand the importance of an effective diversity and inclusion strategy gain strategically and gain significantly, as it is only through a very diverse set of talent that we can bring in a whole variety of ideas and solutions to address very complex problems, thereby also ensuring continuous and sustained innovation. Now, enabling and encouraging employees to bring their most authentic selves to work can do wonders to an organization. I'm super proud of the fact that SAP's diverse talent pool and robust and inclusive culture is enabling us to fuel our vision of helping the world run better and improving people's lives.